Yes.
All right, so let's get started. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the episode of Connecting, the podcast interview of Connecting with Mario Perks, the Guinness World Records guy. And yeah, so just appreciate Mario for joining in today. Very special guest, very humble guy, very person of character, and I like that. And yeah, so how you been, Mario? How's things?
Well, thank you for asking. I'm very well. I was looking very much forward to talk to you. And I mean, when you proposed me to be guest on your podcast, because you know, I met you through the hardship, I mean, on the podcast because you survived my podcast, I mean, that was a very tense. And I said to myself, this guy, he's a true unsung hero. And look, overall, um, time is flying by. I think the time is the most valuable commodity in life, and that people don't realize it's something what you can buy. And I said, I'm glad that I can spend my time talking to you. So that's the goal. I mean, that's the my happy spot. So
Mm.
yeah, I'm fine.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, so just for the viewers out there, this is episode number 60. And for those who haven't met me before, my name is Sam Lee, and I'm the founder of Connect with Confidence. And yeah, I'll be the interviewer interviewing Mario Perks. So yeah, Mario, tell me a bit about yeah, what did you do over the break? Like what do you do for Christmas? What did you do for New Year's? And yeah, tell me a bit about your
I
break.
try to refrain myself firstly to eat. I mean, I was last 2 years on a rampage. I mean, to lose some weight because I gained weight over the years, and become a senior citizen. I mean, I was just reminded by the government of the New South Wales. I got a letter 2 years ago, do the bowel cancer screening. I was like, what does that even mean? My son says to me, that's for the people over 50. I was like, oh my God. And then, start, back on a journey of the losing weight. So with the Christmas, I was actually fighting all that good food. Everybody was eating and all these things. But look, in hindsight, I enjoyed a little break, but I was looking forward to be back in my studio in my business because I say there's a time in your life when you can relax, and then there's a time when you just want to continue what you're doing best. So that was for me fighting against the good food, and then as well, I mean, I was preparing myself for some projects I'm doing right now.
Awesome, man. Okay, it's good
Thank you.
or good to recharge, yeah, after a small break. Like for me, like yeah, I just had a good break. Yeah, ate a lot as well, and yeah, I have to get back
See,
into it as well.
you're a
Yeah,
bad influence on me, Sam. You're a bad influence, man.
yeah, man. Oh well, it is what it is when you're
Yeah.
you love food, eh? I love food. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, we all do. We all do, Sam.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so tell me a bit about yourself, Mario, like your background and um yeah, what do you currently do at the moment?
Look, I try to find the proper wording, and I mean through the years to define myself, who am I and what I do, and in a nutshell, to represent myself and better to audience. So if you put, the all heroic stuff in my life, or my stuff, suffering in my life, because you never try to start the biography with who how life was full of hardship and obstacles. We all facing this. Look, I was born in a very happy family of two alcoholics, my mom, my dad, the typical communist products. They never have money for nothing except for the drinking. And at age 14, my father decided to say to me, it's time to leave the home because you're now adult. And I was like, what do you mean I'm going to leave my home? I'm just 14 years old. So for Christmas 1986, my father sent me out. My grandfather took me over as a guardian, and he sent me military school. I was born in communist Yugoslavia. At age 14, 15, when you finish primary school, you go in high school. I was fortunate enough, my grandfather sent me in military school, and somehow I find a purpose, I mean, going to become a young communist officer, going to be, everybody's going to love me, and I'm going to be Rambo and this and that. Well, things doesn't work that way, what we planned. So 91, as most of people that don't know, the Yugoslavia was falling apart, the communist country, civil war. So at age 18, I joined myself, to the rebel forces of the Croatian
Mm.
freedom fighters. I'll call this. I mean, that's how it started, freedom fighters.
Yeah.
So then I realized my parents actually, they left. Uh, my father says to me, "You're old enough again. You're 18 years old." So I stayed in military almost 14 years, and then somehow, always said to people, be careful what you wish for, Sam, because I wanted to be the Rambo, so I got to war. So I want to be the spy. So somehow it's been transitioned from military security intelligence to the diplomatic intelligence, and that's how I come in Australia in 1998. And I was working Croatian embassy as a part of the intelligence security department, and I stayed in Australia, and that's where everything started from zero again, reset. So like
Mm,
I decided to stay, and started my career today, literally at the bottom of society as a cleaner in a hotel, the taxi driver, security guard, bouncer, and eventually, I met good friend of mine, you. Eventually, life sent me Sam Lee, which I'm very grateful for. So that's a
appreciate.
nutshell. That's it's a boring life. So it's yeah.
It's very interesting. I think like when you join the army, I was like, wow, don't mess with this person, right? But you actually have a good character, Maria. Like I like your professionalism, your integrity, and yeah,
Thank you.
you got
Appreciate it.
good kind words as well. So yeah, so what made you join the army, Maria, at first? You reckon?
Well, the first, as like, grandfather took me over and he says, look, nobody wants you, like literally nobody wants you. I was a little thug, a little criminal, I mean, at age 12, I already stabbed somebody with a screwdriver twice, I mean, so I was in a juvie. I was a very alive kid, I always wanted to somebody love me, and that was a mistake, so I found love amongst the criminals, which is not good. And my father was a different type of the man. He's born 1936. For him everything was a hardship, everything was tough and rough. Everybody's gonna die. You nothing, you mean nothing, and he didn't want to have responsibility for me. So like my grandfather, when he took me over as a guardian, he sent me military school, and somehow deep inside of me, I want to experience the war, Sam. And that war happened just out of the blue, 91. Just war started, and I didn't know what to do. Should I fight for the country I was preparing to become the officer, which is a Federal Army Yugoslavia, or to fight for my country, Croatia was a part of Yugoslavia.
Mm,
So I said, oh, the war will not last long, couple of weeks, I mean, maybe. That
mm,
was a mistake. I was 5 years in combat, wounded a few times.
yep.
So reason why I joined it's because I wanted to fight for something I was believing the freedom, democracy, and secondly, I I didn't have much choice in my life. I mean, I need to prove myself somehow. So I think that was the way to prove myself to society that I can be and contribute to society very well. So that was the reason why I gone freedom, democracy, and being the part of society.
Mm, awesome, man. Yeah, like when you join the army, like it's very, how should I say, very brave of you to do so because
Thank you,
yeah,
thank you.
because a lot of people like once they join the army, like they actually have a very compelling story to talk about it, the
Mm,
bravery, because in the army, like when you're deployed, like you have to do your duties and
mm.
like yeah, it's maybe sometimes when you get deployed, it's life and death situation. So I've had a lot.
Look, yeah, you're right. Look, war for me was a war for me. I always say I was afraid. I mean, I can't say I can't lie and say like I wasn't afraid. When you first for the very first time you see the airplane drop the bombs, when you see the shelling, I mean, and it was a very grueling and very terrible experience. Like a war is a hell, I mean, and I saw with my own eyes, witnessing first day, 14th of July, 91, how the buildings disappearing in front of my eyes, I mean, and tanks literally driving over the cars, the people. And I said to myself, God, this is bad, what I mean? Like, and this is like not in the movies, I want to be Rambo.
Mm,
And then the war started, and every month you think it's another day, another day. Eventually, in November, December 91, after 6 months in the war, I had enough. I really want to die. I just have enough, I mean, just. But something was always pushing me ahead, and live another day, another week, and yeah, that's how I survived the war.
nice. Thanks for sharing that. Like it's very
Thank you.
I think you should interview yourself like in the life. That's would be great. I think that would be a
I
good.
like it. I like it, right? I like it.
Yeah, yeah. Very
Yeah.
cool, man. So
Thank you.
yeah, Mario, thanks for sharing your little bit about your background, your army experience, things like that. Very inspiring and very motivational as well.
Thank you.
And just tell me a bit about yeah. So what do you like to do outside of work, Mario? Like, what's your hobbies and what's your interests? What are you doing in leisure time?
Well, yeah, as for the work, like as I said, like I started 2003 on my own, literally, from the ground zero. Then I somehow got a corporate job, and I was very happy. I was national loss prevention manager. I was like so grateful.
Hmm.
After 5 years of working, all these low key jobs, and I think it's necessary because I learn culture, people, improve my language, and somehow, you're forgetting that nothing is forever. So, GFC happened 2009. That was the year when my marriage broke down. My son was being diagnosed with epilepsy. We lost the home and everything else. So I decided to start my own business. I think it was bloody time.
Hmm.
And all I knew to do, even today, was investigations. So yeah, I started become private investigator. And the only reason why I started my own business same was because nobody want to give me job even as a PI. I don't know, maybe I'm too bold, maybe too fat. I don't know. Nobody wanted me. So I said, like, what, screw the world. I do on my own. And it took me 2 years before my first clients properly and everything else. So that was the one thing, start exploring the possibility of the building my business, learning hard lessons, like very expensive lessons, and in a way to stay sane on a path what I wanted to do, that is to create a successful business. I started doing photography, and in those days before the Instagram was a Flickr, these things. It was just like, so I met quite a number of the people on a North Shore beaches in Sydney who are doing photography, executives and everybody else. So I take the part of this, exploring photography as a hobby and become something more professional, which today resulting into podcasting, actually transfer into podcasting. So that's what I'm doing. And another thing as a hobby, basically I'm doing it's boxing. That's so I do the even today at age 53 I'm still competing in boxing. So yeah, that's my part almost every day. So keeps me alive, keeps me ready, keeps me on my toes, and I feel accomplished every time when I finish my 10 rounds with my coach, and even after that, like, I want to die. But yeah, I just need to make a small remark. I'm competing in boxing for the masters. That's a senior citizens, old people. So people don't think I'm somewhere else in professionals. So yes, photography, boxing, and my business, podcasting and investigations. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Like,
Thank you.
um, and just a little bit about, I want to touch in a little bit about your, like, say, your podcasting. So,
Mm.
what got you interested in podcasting? Because I'm pretty sure, like like since you got so many subscribers, like, I think you got around, is it around 200 something subscribers, 200,000 something subscribers in YouTube, or
Yeah, 213,000 now. So
yeah, oh wow.
that's overall it's 350,000. Look, it started as a necessity again. I said, like, I think that people should understand one thing. If you can't get what you want in some normal way, I don't know, apply for the jobs, or someone's going to help you. You need to take that adversity as a sign that this is sign that you need to build on your own. So just before the COVID, I met somebody who changed my life. His name is Professor Clive Smallman. And he says to me, I want you to join me on radio. So, like, me on radio with my English. Are you insane? I was like, this. And what he did, actually, he took me under his wing and become my mentor. Even I couldn't afford to have the mentor. And he told me I need to go in university to obtain my master's, and I need to go on radio, work with him on radio. So we have a show called Men in Black. And basically what he told me, it's not what you're by nature, but by nurture.
Mm,
And I said to him, can you translate this as a 5 years old, what that means? So he explained to me. And then the COVID comes, and I realized that my business, Inside Intelligence Group, which we're doing corporate investigations, and then second entity, cheating partners, which is infidelity investigations. I can't promote because everything is online. So I decided to, on top of this as well, I saw that there's a lot of people who are the scammers, happening, we investigating. So and nobody talks about scammers and criminals and all these guys, fraudsters. So I said to myself, I'm gonna start my own podcasting, live to battlefield, and that was an experience. Because I was hitting more walls than rewards. Eventually, again, I said to myself, how hard is to, and then I realized, Sam, of which I congratulate you on my podcast. The hardest part in podcasting and anything in life is to face the firing squad. What that means,
Mm,
every time when you put yourself with a podcast, people judging you, people gonna bully you, they're gonna harass you, they're gonna tell you what to do, what not to do. And its hardest part is actually to press the record button. And that's
mm,
what you're doing.
mm,
And when I start podcasting, I said to myself, my God, how many people hate me? And in that hate, I always say, everybody, thank you for the good feedback. And now they become the subscribers. So
mm.
it's like, so that necessity was pushing me to create podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's really cool, man. Like, I think I need another three more zeros at my subscribers at the back. I want 200 subscribers, but yeah, you
But
doing
they are your
200.
subscribers, Sam.
Yeah,
You made them. You made them for yourself. That's what I say to people. It's easy to say something is not good, but you did it.
yeah. Very good, man. I like that that golden nugget you just said. But yeah, like I said, it's all about proving people wrong, and that you can do it. You made it, so that's what matters. So yeah, like there'll be a lot of people out there that won't support you and things like that. But if you keep persevering, sometimes you hit walls. It's normal in business in life. So once you get started, of course, it's not like a get rich quick scheme. But then throughout time, you'll definitely make it through, and then that's how you prove it to
I
them.
told you this before. You're my hero, and I can say this with it clearly. I said this from this my point of view. I met a lot of men in my life
Mm,
who are claimed that they are alpha males, the killers, the breakers and shakers, including my dad. And
mm,
when you need to see these people to face adversities, nowhere to be seen. You, my friend Sam, and everybody of your 200 subscribers, I want you to understand that man who you are seeing here today, that Sam Lee, is a
mm.
freaking hero in my eyes. So this is not paid commercial either. So it's
Appreciate it, man. Like,
welcome.
very flattered. But yeah, yeah. Like again, I guess you just need to, yeah, just really get yourself out there, walk the walk, and talk the talk. And most importantly, is just don't be afraid to be yourself, because that's what matters for like everyone who's successful out there. So because it's good to be your authentic self, be yourself, because it's like you can't imitate someone, but you can like be yourself and really yeah, have that charisma and personality that will win people over. That's why you got a lot of subscribers out there, Mario. And yeah, so just out of curiosity, you also got you got nominated, you received the Guinness World of Records, and that's
Mm.
pretty huge. Like I think when did you get that, Mario? When did you get that award?
Well, it's gonna be now 3 years. It was April on May 31st.
Mm,
I started on 30th of May. Sorry, 30th of April. I finished the 2nd of May.
mm,
So it was 3 years ago. It's gonna be
mm,
this year. It's gonna be 3 years in May.
yeah.
Um, Depend what you're looking. When I'm started, when I finished, but basically 52 hours and 25 minutes of non-stop talking, live broadcasting. It was horror. You know what I mean? Because things you think you can do it. It's simple, but when you say like 24 hours pass it by, I say, oh my God! And the current record is like a 49 hours. Something was I forgot. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And you just want to end it. I mean, you just want to. So in 2023, I decided to break the first world record. I'm working on my second one. So it's I want to demonstrate that impossible it's possible,
mm,
and if Mario Bekes can do it, everybody can do it. That's what it is.
mm. Awesome, man. Like, Yeah, like I think I actually saw you posting something on that, and then the hype was there. Like I think
Mm.
everyone was cheering you on, like,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow, Mario Perks, Guinness
Yes.
records guy. That's
Look,
sick,
yeah,
man.
it was like I wish we spoke then, because you'll be my guest because I have a guest on. So you can't just talk to yourself, you know what I mean? The air must be filled with the talk conversation. So when you have a guest, go faster.
Hmm.
And
Oh, fair enough.
so it will be nice to have you for 6 hours
Wow, that's
next
great,
time
man.
for sure. Yes.
I need to buy a tent to camp in your studio, eh?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely, my friend. Yes.
Yeah, so tell me a bit about the experience. Like you did it, like you broke the world record for the longest live stream podcasting, right? Is it?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So like longest audio live,
Mm.
live audio
Oh,
broadcasting.
that's it.
So yeah. So like that, they have different categories. Live streaming, live game. Like for me was a live audio broadcasting,
Mm,
which is very difficult.
mm,
For one simple reason, it requires not just to be awake, but your voice is going off,
mm-hmm,
and you can't just go home and sleep. Just to record, because the people from Guinness World Record, they're listening across the globe. You need to be in a frequency. So I was doing this on a radio station, live 90.5, 90.5, 90.5. Yeah. So like I was doing there, so they were observing the frequency across the globe all the time. And then when you finish the world record, when you said it's done, they're going again rechecking everything. They're looking the software if you violated anything. So for me was I proved myself that it can be done, and I create a legacy for everybody who wants to be motivated, sorry, inspired. So everybody who's want to be inspired, it can be done because I believe I'm the man who is a practical man. I'm the military man, Sam. I believe in the people who can demonstrate to me how it's done because a lot of people talk.
mm,
And I remember when you were the guest in my studio,
mm,
what I enjoy about you is you told me how you did it, and that's for me it's a biggest stick, in the life.
mm,
So Guinness World Record, it's proving that impossible is possible. You can't lie. You can't tell the people do something what you never done or
mm,
never did.
mm,
So it was challenging. It was challenging. You know what I mean? Next world record it's gonna be evolves the height and So we're gonna talk about this some other time. But it's working
mm.
the second world record. Yes.
Awesome, man. And very quickly, like just tell me about the experience. Like it's like 52 hours. That's like around 2 days and a couple of hours. Like you just stay in your seat, you just keep talking. You didn't even take a shower or anything like that, but you just kept going, right?
Um, you can always have the somebody talk instead of you, but there's a limit, you know what I mean? So it can be. So like I had no shower, no sleep, nothing. I
Wow.
just have the maybe one or two meals. I
Mhm.
think something like this. Like it was literally. I think the second day when hit after around the 30 hours mark, I remember I becoming very frustrated. Right
Mm,
after 48 hours, I really lost the sense of time and day
mm,
because people were coming and going, and everybody want to take the picture, everything else. And the people from Guinness World Records said to me, if you can endure 52 hours, sorry, 55 hours, I said like 55 hours, like, I just want to give up on the 51,
wow.
51st hour,
Yep.
52nd.
Yep.
They said to me, it's better when you have the bigger time difference, you know what I mean? I was like, God. And I know that between the 50th hour, 55th hour, I lost Sam. I literally lost. I want to kill everybody. I was hungry. I was tired.
Mm,
I was frustrated because everybody was celebrating except me. I just want to go home and sleep.
mhm,
And I couldn't sleep for lasting maybe 3 4 days. I didn't know whether I'm sleeping or I'm awake. I was hallucinating. And yeah, it was experience. I'll repeat anytime because it's rewarding that you
mhm,
achieve something. 9 billion people on this planet, and you're the one
mm.
who did it. That's the big thing.
Awesome, man. And how did one of the like the staff there, the Guinness World Record staff was with you, or is it how does it work? Like to
Okay, so you're going through all these preparations, you know, what I mean, with them in online and in face to face, and then the people come to you in. So they're monitoring online, everything.
oh, okay.
My typo is online,
Yep.
and they have the person who I lied to you now. I think it's from Brisbane or from Melbourne. I will lie now. It's literally, I forgot. I need to call him. I'm pretty sure he's from Brisbane,
Yeah.
which he fly from Brisbane. They
Mm,
wear the uniform and they sit with you,
mm,
and
mm,
you know they're watching what you're doing here.
mm. Awesome,
So, so there's no like, I'll be back in 6 hours. I go home sleep.
man. Yeah, I was thinking like literally there's a guy standing next to you, like if you're really doing like when they're doing that the timing or things like that, but
Yeah,
the
look. If I was smart, I could choose like a five people, so five people can do it together.
yeah.
You know, so they can sleep and everything else. But I didn't know entirely that I could do it, that thing. You know what I mean? Just like, I need to do it on my own. And like, oh my God, I could have a Sam Lee actually with me. Like, it's like, he could be second one talking. I mean, because all what they want, it's the air be filled with conversation. If
Mhm.
you are more than 30 seconds dead air, disqualification.
Wow.
So it's not, you know what I mean? And there needs to be record audio. They're listening across the globe. People listening that this is happening all the time.
Hmm.
So yeah, you can't fake it. You know what I mean? They were there all the time.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And I actually see is that the award behind you, the Guinness World Records? The background.
No, that's the yeah, that's the one of these. That's a picture with the award and the
Yeah,
timing. And but it's there in my other room. It's the
yeah, I
award
remember
behind, yeah, yeah,
that.
behind me. So okay,
Awesome, man. Yeah, it looks pretty neat. And like when
thank
I
you.
came to your podcast shoot, I was like, wow, what did I come into? Like I was like, looks like a escape room, it was like very decorated,
Escape
very
from. I like it so that. No,
yeah.
look, it's remind me that, as I say, because this is the way I say to my guests, including you. If I achieve something, you can achieve as well, because I'm 54, gonna be this year in September.
Mm,
So I don't become younger, become older. And I was like, if I use my age versus your age, you can do 10 times better than I do, which I really wish that everybody can take it inspiration what I achieved. They can say, I can do better.
mm,
And
very nice.
congratulations, do it.
Yeah, nice. I like that. Like,
Thank
that's
you,
very
sir.
motivating. And yeah, that's great that you got the Guinness World Records. And tell me a bit about your businesses, Mara. So podcasting is one. What's the other two that you said? Like the auditing, is it the corporate
No,
um
no, it's a first one I started in 2010 called Inside Intelligence. So I started this as a, because I say I want to be investigator, right?
mhm,
But nobody wants to give me a job. And it's like, why nobody wants me? You know what I mean? Like, it's again, same story. So I took this very serious, and I didn't know how to start a business. You know, you don't know nothing. So basically, I started Inside Intelligence 2010. I have a good friend of mine, and she gave me first $1,000 to pay for the license,
mhm,
and I didn't know the sale process. So I was literally knocking on doors and told them, if I don't perform well, you can tell everybody I'm the bad investigator.
mm,
Um, so it took me 3 years, 2012, for the first client, big corporate client, to land. And then subsequently, people coming to me and say, "Can you do something? My wife cheating on me." It's like, I'm doing insurance work. You know, I mean, that's not the same thing. So I started a company called Cheating Partners. A few years later, 2013 or 14, I started that company, and that's a purely infidelity investigation. So what we're doing, it's in inside intelligence, we're doing the all corporate and the business investigation types, fraud, insurance claims, all these things. And Cheating Partners does um, infidelity investigations. So that's more word of mouth company. People come to me if they need, we do it. And podcasting has started 3 years ago.
mm, mm. Awesome, man. And yeah, so the main gig you're working, so you basically have how many business do you have now currently? Or
Three. It's gonna be with the podcasting. Three businesses. But that's they're all together, rounded around the one common thing: information. So
mm,
podcasting is information.
mm,
We investigate information. So that's basically what it is. So yeah.
Mhm. Mm. So it all complements each other, eh?
Well, absolutely. Look. I always say to people, if you decide to do something, don't follow the herd and they tell you how to make the money and be rich. This and that. Find somebody who's gonna help you to shape your best of you. Like in my case, in investigation. So like most of my life, I spent a part of the war. It's intelligence, human intelligence, and interrogations.
Yeah.
So I can't be, the plumber because I don't know like nothing about plumbing. So like I will do investigations
Mm,
naturally. So I always say to people, if you decide to do your business, do business in what you are best at, and
mm,
then find somebody to help you. Like I have a Professor Clyde Smallman, who's gonna shape you and hone your skills to excel. So that's my business here:
mm.
investigations and interrogations and podcasting.
Awesome, man. Yeah, for I think just really about tapping into your passion, right? What you're passionate about, and then everything stems from it. So, yeah, it's really cool that yeah, you have that in mind because yeah, it's really about doing whatever you're passionate about and like whatever you're comfortable with and what works for you. So like I like that what you just said just then. Like don't need to you can embark on your own path, but don't worry about what others are doing because it's very saturated out there, very noisy, like that make their own money, but you have your own path, which is good. So
That's correct. Yes.
yeah, stick to it. It's really cool. And Mario, tell me a bit about the second last question for you is how do you build trust with people? Like I know you have a very, how should I say, very nice personality you have. So how do you build for the viewers out there, what's some hints and tips you can give to the viewers that how can you build trust with people? Like how do you build friendships? How do you give them some hints and tips? One or two.
Look, I said this. Don't chase nothing. You know what I mean? Like because if you're chasing, you're gonna show yourself in a way of desperations. I think I truly believe that we meet people in life for the reason.
Mm,
I truly believe that we are everything what's happened to us. Either it's we're gonna learn the lesson or we're gonna fail. Um, I say most of my life I was in a deep, if I may say, shit position because I begged for love, begged for friendships, begged to be recognized and anything else. Then, as like in my life, you meet people who sort of like make a small corrections on you, and to build a friendship, you need to meet somebody, and you can't look. You're not a jar of Nutella. You can't make everybody happy. You know what I mean?
mm,
So it's not
sure.
everybody. No, nobody can be everybody of your friend, but you need to give the people chance. You need to give something valuable to you to other people to see how they're going to behave with this. Either it's information, either it's a life event or something. But as I said, like generally speaking, people are good, but I think the ego it's the biggest enemy to everybody.
Mm,
Um, Everybody wants something what you have, or maybe you want somebody else had. So I said to people, give yourself the time. Don't rush. Don't chase. I mean, people, things gonna come in your life, but embrace them either as a award, reward of your, hard work. Like I met you, I know you through the mutual friend.
mm,
I met you once, but when I heard your story, I said to myself, but this guy is a hero. You know what I mean? He's not a bullshit artist. Most of the people like me, what you gone through and what you told me on the podcast. So, what I mean? It takes a lot of courage to spill this thing. And of course, you're gonna consider you as somebody who is my friend, rather
mm,
than somebody, some acquaintance.
mm,
So you need to connect people on a deeper level, not just on surface level,
mm,
which society basically functioning, social media, distorted reality. And I always say to people, don't chase, attract, and you're gonna get this. And I say like, don't be upset if it doesn't happen now. It will happen. If it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. Same with me. I'm 54 this year. I just mentioned this few times, and maybe last 10 years, I'll say last 10 years of my life are the life I always wanted to have. So be patient. Be patient and don't chase.
I like those two hidden gems from you, man. Um And you're 54 years young, man, and counting. So keep it up, man. You're doing
Thank
well.
you, Sam. Thank you. I like it.
Yeah. But yeah. So two things I got from you from like how to build better relationships was to number one, don't be desperate and have that poor energy. So
Yes.
so people like you're not desperate and then that's what repels people. Like if you have like a desperate, like you want that thing immediately, like, of course
Yeah.
you're not gonna get it. But if you know how to like it's like a fishing rod. Like you keep reeling the fish,
That's correct. Yes.
things like that. That's what's most important. And the other one I got from you was yeah, I guess it's just really about build those genuine and deep friendships because yeah, and people that align with you because I think that's very important as well because if you don't like if you have superficial friends like it's not gonna work out like you're not
Yes.
have those friendships, genuine friendships, build those collaborations and make those friendships that it's gonna complement yourself and things like that. So I really commend you on that.
Thank
And
you, Sam.
yeah, thanks for sharing that, Mario.
You're welcome.
And I remember since you mentioned about we met each other from a mutual friend, do you remember who it was?
Um, Lee was no Lee. Sorry, the he has the glasses. Oh my God! In top of my, I just think about him other day. His mother passed away last year. What was
Uh
his? Um, a Korean guy. It's
Korean guy.
yes. He was a you guest on my show. You know, what I mean, on the radio when I met you.
Hmm. Was
Okay.
that a live night live?
Sorry.
Something.
Yeah, live 90.5. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gonna. It's not Sam Lee. You know, that's you. Guy.
You're speaking to him right now.
Yeah, no, but I said like you know what I mean like I just if I see him I'm gonna say Sam Lee. So like let me
Hmm.
check. But
Yeah.
I know his he was I think it's a John or something. Like that. Look, I'm gonna check
Okay.
the
That's okay.
title.
That's okay. No worries. I was just wondering, like, because I thought originally, I think I've met you a couple of years back, and then I thought it was like from a networking event, like say Edward CR's one. But yeah, I don't know who, I don't know, but it's fine.
Yeah, no,
But
that's
yeah. But anyway, Mario, my last question is, for you is, how do the viewers connect with you? What's your website? What's the social media handles so the viewers can connect with an awesome podcaster, Guinness World Records recipients. How can the people find you further?
look the basically what you're gonna watch in this interview. Just contact Sam if you like to know more about me. Just feel free. Otherwise, go on my website Mario Bekes Bekes .com.au. It's all there. Or simply ask the holy grail of the knowledge, Dr. Google. Just type my name, Mario Bekes, and he's gonna give you all the information about me. But basically, that's what it is. Either to Sam or my website, mariobekes.com.au, or just simply type my name with Dr. Google, and you're gonna find out where you can reach me.
Awesome, man. I like that. Yeah. So, uh, this draws to a conclusion for the podcast. Thanks for joining in, Mario. And for the viewers out there, if you want to connect with Mario Perks, check out Dr. Google or connect with him on YouTube, Instagram, and things like that. Like, he's a great guy. And if you have any questions, feel free to add him as a friend on LinkedIn, on Facebook. Yeah, he's everywhere. But yeah, and also if you want to become like in a very world-class design podcast studio, then and you want to get interviewed, then you know who's the guy to go through. And then if you have like a very compelling story, a very inspiring story, he's looking for people like that, very authentic ones, and how you get from ground zero to where you are now. So I think it's really looking for that. So Mario, appreciate your
Thank
time
you, Sam.
to the podcast today. And yeah, thanks for sharing your background, your knowledge, and some hidden gems. I got a lot from it. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you very soon.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, all of you guys who's watching right now. Please give the all love support to Sam because he's a truly, truly remarkable person. Sam, thank you for having me on your podcast today.
No worries, man. Nice talking to you, and we'll talk very soon.
Thank you.
No worries.